What if the people disrespecting you are only doing it because they think you'll react emotionally? Most people lose power the moment they defend themselves, explain too much, or get angry. But psychologically strong people use a different strategy. A few calm words can create more fear, regret, and respect than shouting ever could. In this video, you'll discover 5 powerful responses that silently flip the power dynamic and make people instantly regret underestimating you. Disrespect is everywhere. Sometimes it comes from strangers, co-workers, friends, even family. And most people respond the wrong way. They react emotionally. They try to win the argument. They over-explain themselves, hoping the other person will suddenly understand. But the truth is simple. The person disrespecting you already understands exactly what they're doing. They just expect you to lose control. And the moment you react emotionally, they win. Powerful people understand something different. Real strength is emotional control. The less reactive you become, the more uncomfortable, disrespectful people feel around you. Because calmness signals confidence, silence signals power, and controlled responses create psychological pressure most people cannot handle. Today, you'll learn 5 responses that instantly change the energy in any conversation and make people rethink how they treat you. The first response is surprisingly simple. I see. That's it. No defending yourself. No emotional reaction. No long explanation. Just calm observation. This response is powerful because disrespectful people usually want emotional access to you. They want frustration. They want anger. They want proof they affected your emotions. But when you calmly say, I see, you deny them the reward they expected. Psychologically, this creates discomfort. Humans naturally expect resistance during conflict, but calm acknowledgement without emotional energy feels unpredictable, and unpredictability creates tension. Imagine someone insulting your work, questioning your value, or speaking down to you. Instead of instantly reacting, you pause, maintain eye contact, and simply say, I see. Suddenly the emotional pressure shifts onto them. Now they begin wondering, did that bother them? Why are they so calm? Did I lose control instead? People fear calm confidence because it exposes emotional weakness. This response destroys manipulation without creating unnecessary conflict. You're entitled to your opinion. Most disrespectful people expect you to defend yourself. They expect debate. But this response quietly communicates something important. Your opinion doesn't control me. That's powerful. Emotionally reactive people need validation. They need agreement. But emotionally strong people understand that not every opinion deserves emotional investment. When you calmly say, you're entitled to your opinion, you remove yourself from the emotional trap completely. And here's the psychological effect. The manipulator suddenly loses influence because they can no longer control your emotional state. Your calmness forces them to confront their own frustration instead. This response works especially well with toxic co-workers, narcissists, passive-aggressive people, and anyone trying to provoke you emotionally. Remember this. The strongest person in the room is usually the least reactive. The third response is silence itself. Not awkward silence, controlled silence. Most people talk too much when they feel uncomfortable. They rush to explain themselves because silence feels emotionally threatening. But psychologically strong people use silence strategically. Why? Because silence creates pressure. When someone disrespects you and you instantly react, the tension disappears. But when you pause calmly and say nothing, the other person is forced to sit with their own behavior. That discomfort becomes powerful. Silence communicates emotional discipline. It shows you are not desperate for approval. It shows you don't need to fight for validation. And often, the disrespectful person starts exposing themselves, further trying to fill the silence. This is why confident leaders, negotiators, and mentally strong individuals rarely overreact. They understand that silence often speaks louder than emotional words. Sometimes the best response is no response at all, because not every attack deserves your energy. This response quietly removes emotional control from the other person. If that's how you feel, notice something important. You are not agreeing with them. You are not defending yourself. You are simply allowing them to own their emotions. That changes everything psychologically. Most disrespectful people want emotional resistance because resistance creates engagement. Engagement gives them power. But when you calmly accept their emotional state without reacting, the emotional game collapses. This response signals emotional maturity. You are no longer trying to control how others see you. And ironically, that makes people respect you more. Confident people don't panic when misunderstood. Weak people do. The moment you stop needing everyone's approval, your emotional freedom increases dramatically, and people can feel that energy immediately. The final response is cold, calm, and extremely powerful. Take care. This works best when someone repeatedly disrespects you, manipulates you, or tries to provoke conflict. Why is this response so effective? Because it signals emotional detachment, not anger, not revenge, detachment. And psychologically, detachment is terrifying to manipulative people because it means they no longer have emotional access to you. Most toxic individuals survive on reaction, drama, and emotional chaos. But when you calmly end the interaction without hostility, they lose the control they thought they had.